Alright, so I'm going to show you how to quickly run through Photopea, open a photo, edit it, open your layers, and then save your photo so you can turn it in. Okay, so I'm going to go open from computer, and I'm going to locate my photo that I want to edit. So you should be able to find your photo on your Chromebook. That's not the one I want to edit. Okay, give me a second. I have some other good ones. Go with Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is crop it. That's what you should always start with, is cropping your photo. So mine is a raw photo. Let me just open it. Okay, so when you first open Photopea, your all your tabs over here might be collapsed. If you click on these arrows, it will open them up. Okay, so we always want to have at least our layer panel open. If you don't see that, you're going to go to Window, Layers. I'm going to turn off a few of these other things that I don't really need, that I can kind of hide to get out of the way. I don't know if it's even hiding anything. I don't think it is. Okay, we're just going to leave it. All right, so I want my layer panel open. That's right here. So it says layers right here. And then I can actually collapse this one. Over here is your toolbar. Okay, if you hover, it tells you what everything does. Okay, so we're going to start by cropping our photo. So this is your crop tool. And I think when you first open it, it's on free crop. You want to change it to fixed ratio, and you want to make it 4:3. And I'm going to go ahead and swap those. So I'm going to go 3:4. And then I'm just going to move this around to where I want it to be cropped. So I'm going to kind of collapse it a little bit. I'm going to go up just a little. So rule of thumb, if you're cropping a person, you don't want to crop off at their joints. Okay, so their knees, any place your body bends, you don't want to crop. Okay, so now the next thing I would do is edit my exposure. So your exposure, your adjustment layer, is here on the layer panel. And if you click on this half black, half white circle, I suggest going through all of these and seeing what happens when you push the buttons. This first one is going to give you colors, solid colors, gradient colors. It'll cover your image. So don't do that just yet. But stick with these ones or these ones. So these two sections right here are kind of what we're looking for right now. Okay, so we're going to go with exposure, and it's going to give you these sliders, and you're just going to adjust it. So you want to edit it to what your eye or what your brain was expecting this image to come out looking like. Okay, I don't mess around with the gamma a whole lot or the offset, more just the exposure. Okay, you can also go back in. So what happened was it gave me my background layer, which is my image, and then this adjustment layer. So anytime I do an adjustment to my image, what happens is it adds another layer to my layer panel. So I can always go back if I decide I don't like that adjustment. I can click on it. You have to click on the actual this piece, and it will let you go back in and adjust your layers. Okay. All right, so let's say that picture is good. I like what I did. I can turn the visibility off and on these layers to see what it looked like before. But I'm going to go ahead and leave it just like that. So you are going to export. Let's see if it's that way, or if we do save. We're going to go to export as, and you're going to export the JPEG file. So when you export the JPEG file, it kind of gives you a preview of what it's going to look like. And then you're going to name it first initial, last name, underscore, the name of the project. This was composition. We're going to name this number 1. So I want you to turn in, I know that you're kind of working from home, so it's a little different from you. So give me at least 5 images. Okay, if you feel like doing more, that's totally fine. But give me at least 5. Okay, So I think here you can tell it where to save. You can save it on your device, P Drive, Dropbox. Oh, you can save it to Google Drive. That's amazing. I did not know that. Okay, so you're going to click on Google Drive. You're going to go to a private folder, and then you will have access only to that folder. Okay, so I've never done this before. So I'm going to click on that. It should have you log into Google Drive. And then okay, let's see. I'm just going to hit save. And then I'm going to go to my Google Drive and see where it saved it to. That is a new feature. That is amazing. If this works, much easier. Okay, let me go to Google Drive. And see where it put that folder. I'm going to go to my drive. Actually, that was my photo. So if you click on your photo, down here at the bottom, it tells you where it's saving it to. So it actually created a Photopea folder in Drive. Let me put these out of the way. So I can click on that, and then it's going to show me. So it'll create a Photopea folder. Inside that folder, create another folder and name it Composition. That way all of your images kind of stay organized. So you might have to move the 5 that you edit into this folder after you edit them. All right, when you're done, what you're going to do is share this folder with me. So you're going to click on the 3 dots. You're going to go to share. You're going to click on share. You're going to change the access to anyone with the link. You're going to copy the link. And you're going to add that link to the assignment in Google Classroom. So when you go to turn in a document or whatever it is, so when you go to add, you'll click on link, and then you'll just paste that link into the assignment, and it will add it to the assignment, and then just hit mark as done. Okay, so if this works for you, that'll make it much, much easier to turn it in your work. You just have to remember to stay organized within that Photopea folder. Okay, so if I make a change, so let me see what happens, and I go to save it again. Let's say this is a different image. I'm just going to save it really quick. Export as. So you always want to do export as JPEG. So a JPEG file is going to flatten these images, so you can't come back and edit them again. So click on those 3 dots. Okay, so it didn't actually create a folder, or it doesn't show the folder. It did create. I had to create it, but so just keep saving them here, and then when you get into Google Drive, you'll just go into that folder and create that subfolder. I'm like, why isn't it popping up? Create that subfolder, composition, and just when you're all done, you'll move them into that folder. Okay, so just remember to name them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. First initial, last name, underscore, composition, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, I hope this helps. So right now we're just working on basic editing. Again, you're going to crop it, and you're going to go use this section and this section, just for now, okay? Just mess around with these settings, see what they do. Just don't give me something that looks like overly saturated, right? So like this isn't realistically what your eye saw, and it's overly edited. Okay, so we're going for a more like natural feeling right now. All right, let me know if you have any questions, and I hope this helps you.